Maya Simmons is sort of a know-it-all, snobby little girl. I mean, she was such a fun character to play, and what I really liked about this character was that she was a woman with conviction and drive, very smart. She's a point of apex, runs the executive side of it, and also is a pilot. So she is no short of information. She's a tech savvy, and she kind of drives her life with that attitude. She's very smart, like she's very much a smart ass and a type A personality. So it was fun to play her because that type of personality really gives a lot of capacity for playing with comedy. I was. I mean, it was very different approaches to both franchises. I think that with Kong, it was something that I grew up with. Obviously, I'm a 90s baby, so I'm closer to those, epic Kong goes into the bedroom, picks her up type of movies. And then I obviously wasn't so familiar with Godzilla because it feels a little bit more foreign, especially growing up in Mexico. But I did do a deep dive about the whole franchise afterwards and while shooting the movie, and I was just mind blown by the fact that it's one of the oldest movies made in history and the progress that it's had. It's like how it started versus how it's going. It's day and night. And I love that the audiences have been such a crucial part of that because it survived for this long because the audiences are so ferociously supportive of this franchise. Yeah, I mean, this whole cast is absolutely fun to work with because it first of all has we have such a range of ages in the movie and people from all over the world. So that was so fun because every day was like a learning curve about different cultures in general, which is so fun when you're on a set like this and we're on a foreign country. We're all living in Hawaii and Australia. And we became a little net of family and I spent a lot of time obviously with Rebecca Hall and with Alexander and Kaylee. And it was really fun. I learned sign language while working with Kaylee, which is really cool. And I had so much fun with her family. They're so lovely. She was really fun to be around. We would joke around on set and we started learning so well that sometimes we had inside jokes and no one knew about it. And then like Adam Wingard wanted to chime in, be like, "What are you guys talking about?" We're like, "Don't worry about it." So it was really fun, and I love every single part of working with them. They're so inspirational and a great group of people to be around all day. Adam is such a passionate director, and I feel like when you're working in a franchise like this with so much expectation and so much it's a lot of pressure doing something like this. I feel like it's not just one but two of the largest movies in history and you're sort of having to helm them. It takes a lot of conviction to direct something like this and tackle it. So I'm really proud of the outcome and the job that he did. He did it so gracefully and so elegantly. He was really fun because he's such a nerd. He's such a nerd at heart, and that is so beautiful when you're doing a movie like this because it gives you inspiration. He would come in and growl and let us know the difference between the growls and the movements, and he would geek over the images and he would show us. So it was always sort of playing pretend with your best friends on set, and I am truly excited for him and what this is going to bring him because he did this so beautifully. Yeah, I mean, it's first of all, in the places that we were able to shoot, like Hawaii and Australia, it already looks like otherworldly. It's just these beautiful, deep jungles, and the environment in general is so unlike anywhere else in the world, to be really honest. So we were lucky because that came in with inspiration and it really allowed us to transport ourselves. It wasn't like shooting in a lot in Los Angeles. We were really in a tropical environment and felt like we were immersed into this beautiful place that kind of emulates what we see on Hollow Earth or like the real world over there. So I just felt really inspired by that and it allowed me to connect with nature in a different way that I thought it was really crucial for this film because this film, a lot of it has to do with that natural habitat of animals and the natural habitat of Kong and the search of that and the natural habitat of Godzilla. And it was just I mean, it was like the best job you could ever wish for because you're like working in the most beautiful places in the world, working in the coolest movie ever.